The Clark Communications, I assume, is the fire department?
Yes,
Yeah.
figures.
And what sign from Intermountain Sign and Safety? Or what signs, I guess?
Those are the signs from the grant, and they put them towards the grant. So we already got the funds.
All the street signs and
Yes.
stop signs and whatnot that's getting replaced, that's all.
That was that grant, that 10,000 was it, or something like that?
I don't remember.
15, I think it was 15.
It was the LTAC grant.
I move to approve the bills.
I'll second.
You're up, Blaine.
I'm up. All right, officially, looks like speech class.
It's your turn.
All right. My name is Lane Burnette. I live 1391 Main Street. It's right across from Sin Hill Park. This last 6 months, we've had a couple issues with our sewer. And then it kept on backing up, and we got it cleaned out. And then this last couple years, we went and got it located. And it was built with the house, so it's like 1962 is where I was following it. And then so it was the cast iron piping, and then it has like 4 45s, and it follows the contour of our house, and it goes right across the middle of our yard. So moving forward, we would like to replace it because I think it's going to be needed, so I don't have any more problems with the house itself. And then nothing's broken or anything as far as we know, but I think it's just old and it just needs to be replaced, basically. But future-wise, we are going to do some things to the property that is going to be in the front yard, and then so we were thinking about following our property line just right with it. So if I have some graphs that I'll pass out and have everybody look at. Yep.
So you'll have to make a new cap, is that it?
Yeah, and then so basically, I would probably just need permission of like where I'd want to put it, instead of going across the middle of my yard and staying on that part.
So you want to stay, like when you're facing your house on the road, you stay to the right, is that it?
Right, yeah, Mary Jo's, like, and you can see like right where the stakes are and everything like that. Yeah, I want to put it like, probably like 5 feet over, and just follow right straight up. And then my future building, and then the one that we need for the house, because it's already on this side, so it would be coming out that same port and everything. It would just come all the way over to our property line, and then my husband where that bathroom is and everything, so I'll just follow straight instead of having any curves. And it look maybe would be nice.
Yeah, it's weird how they did the original.
Yeah,
And so,
that's how they did things in the 65.
I don't know.
so.
I
think they did it to save money, you know, follow the
manhole
contour.
right there close.
There is right in the entry of our driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it is now.
Yeah.
It's close to that.
And then so, yeah, probably, I should have measured it, sorry. It's probably 25, 30 feet east is where I want the new port to go in it, so. Then of course, I don't know if you guys have a sewer application. I've looked online and everything for it. The one through Latop, but then I actually have to approve further stuff through the Department of Plumbing out of Boise. It sounds like there's a couple steps. So, but first, before I get too excited, I just needed to know if it was okay to do it. So,
I think it,
So you'd be abandoning your old line then?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have 2 services?
no.
so they just need to tap it there at the,
Where the orange line's at.
When are you guys gonna start the work?
Well, being that winter's coming, I want to do it before we start freezing. Would
So right
be
away.
nice. Yeah. Because that would finish the rest of that part too, because I would like to finish developing that side of the land and without hiccups.
Yeah, I think you have to, because the plumbing is a state thing, so that's why you have to get your permit through Boise and have an inspector come and inspect all of the basically plumbing part of it, and then he would approve it.
Yeah, to make sure we're using the right pieces and the right.
And it's not gonna leak and all that, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why you have to go to Boise, it's a state thing. So I think the only thing that the city has is, I don't know if there's an ordinance on a sewer line from a property line. I know there is for buildings, but I don't know if there is for a sewer line.
I'll have to look.
I don't believe there
Would
is.
you guys do the connection then?
We would do the connection, so, and I think what she's asking is, if we would pay for the connection, or if, correct?
Yeah, something, yeah, I just wanted to follow by the steps of what we need to do on your guys' side.
So with that, I think what she's asking is if it would be a new hookup fee, right?
Is that what you're asking? Is it a new hookup fee?
Well, well, I need to fix the other one though, so I don't know how that works with you guys.
You know, tap out the other
Is
one
there-
and
Yeah,
open it.
cap that one, and
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because there's a connection fee, and then there's also a tapping fee. So I don't see why she would need to necessarily pay a connection fee unless you guys thought so, but perhaps the tapping fee, just because there will be work by the guys involved to, well, do that
and to
work.
be honest with you, I would cap right by your house, if at all possible.
Oh,
And
like
then-
where we cut off
Yep,
that first 45?
cap it, and you're done.
Yeah,
And then you don't have to go through all the steps of tearing the rest of that out.
yeah,
But that's up to you.
yeah.
It wouldn't have to be capped at Main if they're, because she's
be-
gonna be building right over the top of where the existing line is.
Right, but it would be abandoned, so,
But wouldn't there still be a connection to Main?
Yeah, down on the.
yeah, but it'd be capped.
On the main or at her house, or both?
Should
Well-
we both?
I
think that's what Whitney's
I'm not a
asking.
plumber, so you're saying she should cap it here at the house?
And then-
But wouldn't there still be some sort
It'd
of,
still be connected, but it'd be capped.
so there wouldn't be
But at
anything
the
that would
house,
come
but
back
then-
out or anything?
But then from there to the street, there's still that.
Tap it where it come out of where as close to the house as you could.
Yeah, because you're already digging there.
And then
You've already got a
you
hole.
want to cap that old pipe off right there.
Right, but I think we're wanting to know is, if she caps it there, we understand that it's abandoned, and then with the future progress, if they hit that pipe, is that gonna create any issues
No,
with it where it actually connects to the main, or should it be capped both places?
That's what I was
Yes,
thinking.
Yeah.
I see what
I
you're
didn't know
saying.
how to say it.
Because if
Yeah.
they dug in there and hit this, and this is open,
And it would
then
pull
there
it.
would be a smell.
Yeah, then they would
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
and it would
seal.
have to be
That
capped.
smell.
Right, so,
So you need to really, that must hook right into the, so.
yeah, I think
Are you
it's
guys gonna
probably,
dig up the old one eventually, like when you start doing the remodel?
Depends how far we go, because I mean, it has to be level up there, and that was one of our concerns, because I don't know how far down that main one is. But if we have to, we
Not
will.
very deep.
yeah, you probably wouldn't be very deep at all, but
Yeah, they'd want to tap it off right there and then go down here and dig it up and tap it there. Put a cap on it, so that you don't,
mhm.
So whatever seepage you have,
If
should
the
be
pipe
that.
was broken,
on your
then
property.
no smell
Right.
comes back.
Right.
You know, and then that
Yeah,
dirt and
we'll
stuff.
line it and just get to.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
that
worried
dirt
about
and stuff, if you do hit it,
Yes.
won't end up in the main sewer.
yeah, no, we definitely
Gotcha.
capped.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think that it needs necessarily a full hookup fee, I would say
I don't think so
a
either.
tapping fee, and then cap it where it goes as close to the main as possible, just so they're not getting smells and getting extra stuff in the sewer.
And,
So do we need a motion for just a tapping fee?
Yeah, I can, just to have it all on paper for her.
And then there's also the issue of the manhole itself. She's wondering who that falls on. because they widened their driveway and it's covering up the manhole right now. But they are gonna dig it out and put risers. It needs to come up, I think it was 5 feet.
I think it's about 4 or 5 feet,
Yeah, what we
but
figured.
whatever it takes and stuff like that.
We talked about this like 2 years ago. And I talked to Wilbert's today, and they do have a 4-foot chunk and a 1-foot chunk. So that would need to be installed. And would that cost fall on them?
They widened the driveway. To me, that would be on them.
And I think that the labor of that is on them, and then we inspect it,
However, that would be, that's how I feel.
I believe. I think that's what we came to a couple years ago when we talked about it.
And are you okay with that, with the manhole thing?
I don't mind purchasing the products and stuff like that, but if it's your guys's, if you guys have to keep on, so I purchase it and you install it on top of there?
No, you guys put grout down and set it, and then
Okay,
we come out and inspect it,
oh, okay, all right,
and, yeah,
okay,
so.
all right.
So no other issues with the manhole?
I don't think so.
We all good with that?
So I move to, just have Lane pay the tapping fee for moving her sewer line, and then having her cap it as close to the main as possible from the old one.
I'll second.
All in favor? Passes.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Josh, I have a sewer line form reminding tomorrow before you go out there.
Cynthia Joy.
Oh, well, just with the planning and zoning, we haven't had anybody appointed by the city to, from the area of impact around the city for our 4th position, and so it'd be good if you could get somebody.
Do you need a
I have a
volunteer?
couple people in mind.
Good.
You have volunteers?
That's what I volunteer.
Yeah, because we've got the people from in the city, so we just need somebody from the area of impact, the 4th person.
You said you knew of somebody? Is that what you
What's
said?
that?
You know of somebody?
I think I know a couple of people that might be interested in
Okay.
it.
If they're good, then let me know and I'll put it on next month's agenda.
I gotta make sure that they're,
You don't wanna just voluntold them, surprise, you're gonna be on planning and zoning.
we have a resolution,
Ordinance.
what do we have now?
We're on number
6.
5. We're on 5.
On 5? Oh, yeah, okay, I guess okay. Got anything, get this out here.
I move to suspend the rules and have it read by title only. Ordinance 2021-03.
I'll second. You know your game
All
tonight?
in favor? Or we can write a roll call.
Not for that.
Okay.
1 second, sorry.
I'm trying to find it.
And that was funny. Okay. Ordinance number 2021-03, an ordinance entitled the annual appropriation for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2021, appropriating the sum of $4,865,162 to defray the expense and liabilities of the city of Juliaetta for said fiscal year, authorizing the levy of sufficient tax upon the taxable property and specifying the objects and purposes for which said appropriation is made.
I move to adopt the ordinance 2021-03.
I'll second it.
Shall I
We
give you
have
a
a motion
chance?
and a second. All in favor?
We have to have a roll call vote,
Have
please.
a roll call, Vicki.
Yes.
Yes.
Passes. Passes. Okay, we have resolution 2025. Oh, 05.
These are just the fees and stuff that we've,
These are all the same fees that you've seen before.
yeah.
Water, sewer, garbage went up.
And then we added that,
The cart replacement fee was added.
yeah,
Anything else go up?
Did garbage go up by 50 cents?
It was not 50 cents,
Oh.
but everything went up. The extra bag fee went up. All of garbage went up.
And make a motion to accept resolution 2021-05.
I'll second.
All in favor? Passes. Let's go to number 7. Procurement policy considered by to approve resolution 2021-06.
Yeah, we need this adopted for auditor purposes, because if we don't have it, we get fined. Even though with our sewer improvements, and even with the water improvements, Keller always makes sure that they include a procurement policy. But according to the auditors, we have to have one of our own. And so I went to a lawyer and stuff like that. And I did email it to everybody a couple of weeks ago. Was it last week or the week before?
I think it was the week before.
Yeah. So, and the Canadian approved it, so.
Make a motion that we accept resolution number 2021-06.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Passes. The fire department, but,
Mike?
you have, what do you got, Mike?
Not enough, whatever it is. This fire season, we've made some money. And we need to have a discussion of whether we have to give it up to the city or to the fire department keep it. It's a touchy issue. My opinion is, since we don't collect the stipend, we put in the time and the labor and give up our own time, we ought to be able to keep it and help supplement the budget with it and other things like that.
I think you're right.
Unless you want to put up my account.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah, we'll
Trust me, they ended up to call the stockbroker, so, no, you can't call Warren Buffett and ask him for advice. There's not enough money there, but,
I think you guys are good, I think you should
Yeah.
get it.
Well, yeah, there's been a lot of fires and local.
well, we are finally, getting equipped to a level where we can be hired out. And, this is the fruits of how many years of trying to get us up to acceptable standards.
Well, I think, you know, you guys being, it helps pay for the equipment and their time, their truck, all of this. And to me, I think that's where it should go, is,
Thank you.
that's my
Much
opinion.
obliged.
I'll make a motion that the fire department can take their money from IDL and put it in the OMIC.
Second.
Thank you.
Well, just one
All in favor?
No, it's official.
Passes.
We both seconded, that was the time. And,
Mike isn't here, is he?
and,
I don't know
Her daughter.
exactly what they're looking for anyway.
Well, we had talked about this some time ago. The council wanted to talk to them and kind of iron out who's responsible.
Well-
yeah, they
for
were
what.
supposed to be here, and they talked about it, and they're
And
not.
I didn't think to call and remind them, so I can shoot again for next month.
Let's
if
shoot
you'd
it
like me
next
to.
month, because they need to be here.
Because, yeah, I mean, why should I have to go along behind them and pick up?
Yeah, no, they need to be here.
All right, Nick.
So some citizens have talked to me about with COVID and everything else going on, they would like to be able to, they'd like to be able to see the meetings as they happen. So, would like to put 2 cameras in. The cameras would be donated. One would face like the audience in the podium, and one would face us, and then we could live stream them on Facebook, and we would have archived for future records, and people could watch them as they wanted, because there is, you know, with the COVID, we don't know if we're actually going to be able to continue meetings going forward, and in the future, we could add like a monitor where there could be a Zoom meeting where people who didn't want to come could still Zoom and be on the agenda.
I did run that by both AIC and Ken, just to make sure that that was all okay, and everybody said that was all okay. So, just so you know.
How was our voting process with Nick? Nick can't vote on that, right, Kenny? Or can you vote on that? Can you vote on that? See, it's on your agenda. Okay, well, I move a motion that we accept to do the video and live stream.
I'll second it.
Your motion second, all in favor? I think it's a very good idea.
Me too.
We will, and I put it in that little thing that I printed out for you guys, probably have some sort of a policy that has to do with retaining the copies of the videos, and there's gonna be more to it rather than we just start doing it, so.
Right.
They're just first steps to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
Okay.
So I had a gal approach me about doing community service. That will entail me driving her around to different sites, but that would have a person that is not under the insurance being in a vehicle, so.
Have we heard back?
Yes, I talked to Jim McNall at ICRIM, and he said that our policy, it covers our employees, our people who were with the city, who are driving, and then whoever has our permission to be in the vehicle. We don't need any sort of a waiver or anything like that. They don't need to sign anything. He pointed out, which I thought was kind of funny, that people that the police that are covered by ICRIM, they're not going to sign a waiver to get in the back of a police car, so. Anyway.
Usually their hands are tied.
Literally.
So-
However, with that being said, the city can, of course, have their own policy regarding people in city vehicles. But as far as ICRIM is concerned, as far as insurance goes, it's fine.
Well, I think that as long as it's approved by the mayor pro tem, or, yeah.
I agree.
What is this person wanting?
She's got some community service time to take care of, and, yeah, I'm not sure what she did or what, but she's a teacher and,
Maybe-
yeah. help her
Maybe
out.
if we at least get the name so that we could send an email to ICRIM so they know the
Okay.
name
Yeah.
of the person or something
We could just keep it sort of
Yeah.
on file.
on file,
Here.
just so that we have some kind of
Yeah.
documentation, so.
So, Blackberry was great, put a lot of money into them, let me see, new signs, we've got 51 new, or actually more than that, because Justin got a few more done. We got around 60 signs already up, and we're gonna continue with those. It's all the street signs, stop signs, that report that Keller did. Wendy got us some new school crossing signs, which are really nice. We're keeping up with water usage, and it's hopefully gonna start slowing down, but we are keeping up. The last meter reading, there was a lot of people that used a lot of water, but you know, we're doing okay. You may or may not hear something about odor from the wastewater treatment plant. Over the weekend, the blowing odors went down, and we had electrician come out and look at them and get that site taken care of. And then today, I tore apart blower number 1, got it all cleaned out. I think it was, the butterfly valve was stuck closed. So after a lot of cussing and sweating, got that done. We are not in a chlorine shortage anymore. That has been dealt with, and and I think that's really it for me. Let me sign it real quick.
I want to thank the guys that they did the sign, the school crossing. Got those done.
Yep.
Very appreciated, because we have so many kids running across the street, they're supposed to stay in those signs. I have heard that there's lots of dogs running around on Water Street at night, and that they've called the police, but the police won't say they won't do anything about it, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
Well, I left work today and there was a dog walking down the street.
And we've had him up. Chuck has threatened to shoot him. It's just gotten so bad that it's constant.
The
People-
brown one's always around.
And, oh yeah, the Browns are Laris's dogs.
Yeah.
We've taken him to the pound, and they go get him, and he's right back out on the street. We have the old school signs
Oh,
with the bases that might be,
oh, good, we should take out those.
if you guys want them,
Oh,
and have one of the kids drag it out or something.
yeah, good. I don't think anything else.
I don't have anything.
I've got a lot of people that said how great the library looks for, you
Yeah.
know, the paint job looks really good, and they're really enjoying it.
Yeah, that's good.
And the Christmas light thing is fastly approaching. Yes, probably looking sometime early to mid-October for the first decorating run. And as usual, they will come on the Sunday before Thanksgiving, so this year will be the 21st of November. We moved that time to, was it 5?
I haven't heard this, this is new to me.
No, what time did we do it?
Last year?
Last year was COVID, so we didn't do it.
Should I look year before?
Year before,
Okay. Hang on.
we did the chili, and, was that the year before we did the chili?
Yeah, Julie, I think so.
So
Yeah.
I put 4:30 to 5:30 is the year before last. So we must have turned the lights on at 5?
Yeah, I think it was 5. We'll go with that.
And we're not selling anything this year, are we?
If we do anything, it might be cocoa, but with COVID, we probably won't. I don't know if you plan on, are you gonna be open that night? Or
We weren't going to, are you talking about, what night are you talking about?
the 21st of November, we do that lighting thing down the park?
If you guys needed me to, we could be.
Well, I mean, the cocoa's been kind of weird. We have, it varies every year. So, I mean, I don't know if that would be something that you would be interested in being open for. I don't know how many customers you're gonna get. We usually only get like 20, 30 people that come down.
We'd be happy to donate also, perhaps, so if it's something, if you guys are interested in us either being open and or donating, we'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, maybe we can hash something out about that.
You bet.
Thank you.
So did you decide on a decorating day?
Thursday, they said.
No, that's the ceremony.
The ceremony is the 21st. It's probably gonna be, like maybe the 9th and 10th, or the 17th, because we usually like to do 2 weekends of decorating just in case, because sometimes with all the new lights we've been getting, it's a little difficult.
You're gonna have that thing then?
Actually, I don't know if I'll get the lift or I will get, last year TDS was kind enough to donate their time and bucket truck.
They let me use the bucket.
I don't know if they let you get the bucket.
Dang it.
But if you want to go in the lift, I'll make sure and get a lift.
I got a 5-gallon bucket in the
So I will
Swing it
work
around.
on either seeing if TDS can do it again, or maybe Matt from Avista, or if United will donate the,
Oh, you don't have to do that.
but.
Well, and I'm sure
yeah.
they will, and I can talk to Bernie if.
Yeah,
they want.
they've donated well, they donate almost every year.
They've been pretty good about it.
Yeah, there's only 1 year that we didn't use the lift, and then last year we had, the TDS helped us out, so, but we'll get it figured out, and hopefully we'll be able to actually have a ceremony this year. Last year, I think it was just, they just went down and turned them on because COVID, and Miranda and I had COVID that week, so we weren't able to be down there, and yeah, it was kind of a bad year. So hopefully this year will be
You will.
better and stronger.
So you're thinking the 9th or the 16th of October? Saturdays or Sundays?
Well, I have to work the 16th
Of October?
of October, so it would probably be like the 9th and the 17th maybe. I'll have to see if I can trade for the 16th.
That one tree is dying, that fir tree.
I saw that.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-oh.
By the small field,
No, we just lost one over there. There must be something.
it got sprayed, and it looked like
So we'll plan on the 9th for sure,
bug.
and then we'll have to play the 16th or 17th by ear. And then that'll still give us a couple weekends in November to fine tune it, or, a couple weekends for me in November
All right.
to be able to fine tune anything that we need to fine tune. Because the 9th is my first day off. And that's all I got.
Mindy,
What do I have?
that lady came in, to know what to make the check out to, because of the, payment on the library. Remember this week? She came in and, she had donated, her group, I don't know what group it was, donated money to Kendrick, and she.
Oh, that was Polly.
Yeah.
She was talking about donating to the tree trimming.
Yeah, tree trimming.
Yeah, so we Polly and the Hill and Valley Garden Club want to donate $1,000 to our tree trimming fund to sort of add on to what we do. They haven't been out yet, Dick's been talking to them, and they've been super busy, so we don't have a firm date. But anyway, we could do more tree trimming with that $1,000 that would be donated. I do think Polly has some ideas about the park, but at any rate.
Very nice.
I don't have anything, I just wanted to remind her of that.
You threw me off with the library thing. What?
Well, because she made the comment about how great the library was, so.
There's rumor that it's supposed to start raining soon, but my bones haven't told me that. After we get past the shutdown for, the burn ban, or Burnette, the pile again if it starts raining.
Not if
Is-
it's
It's
rain
a lot.
someday.
Is the burn ban just gonna stand
It
just
has
until
to.
that rain?
Well, I have not issued any permits, nobody has asked me for any permits, and I am not gonna issue any permits.
I just didn't know, because what is it, October I can't remember the date.
20th, but unless it starts raining like, 5 inches a day, then I'll lift the burn ban.
So even if October 20th comes and goes, if I haven't heard from you, the
I'll
burn
have
ban
to-
still stands?
I have to cut it off.
You have to?
Well, I don't have
think you
to,
have
but
to.
it would be prudent if it's depending on what falls out of the sky, I'll take snow. I'm cool with that.
just
I got
wanted to
my
make
lawn
sure.
tractor set up to plow, so. Also, Josh, I need to know from you guys, when would be a good time to start flushing hydrants?
As soon as
It starts raining?
it starts raining, people start slowing down.
Okay.
We better wait to get some water in the river.
Oh, yeah.
Start
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that thing.
I realize
Waste
that.
any of that water, because
Yeah.
like I just said, we're keeping up, but just barely, so.
Yeah, let's
I'm
make
hoping
sure
that maybe we can start doing that towards the end of October,
That's a possibility, depending.
before it starts freezing up and we get in trouble for causing the skating rink.
Don't forget to let me know.
Oh, that's true too.
And we have a diffuser with a,
That's next thing I was gonna ask you if we could borrow that.
yeah, we've got a diffuser and we have e-chlor tabs that you can put on the diffuser. So it takes out any chlorine that
Oh,
you're spreading on the grass. So,
or what makes it to the river.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a good deal.
I move to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor? Say aye.